Okay, it's only been 2 games, but already the Seattle Kraken are starting to annoy me. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Wednesday, October the 6th. If you're new, this is what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. And as always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up for a free 7-day trial now. Use the link in my video description down below. Today's Wednesday. That means I have a bowling update, but I will share that at the end of this vlog just in case you don't want to hear all about my bowling exploits. But today it's another good story, but I'll save that to the end of the video. What I want to talk about now is the Vancouver Canucks, and in particular their budding rivalry with the Seattle Kraken. Now, let's lay all the cards out on the table right now. The Seattle Kraken are starting to annoy me a little bit. And it's kind of funny. There's no players on the team that I dislike. Actually, I like guys like Giordano, like Jaden Schwartz, even Jared McCann, the ex-Canuck. I don't mind Grubauer, despite him getting the shutout last night. So there's some... Vince Dunn, I think, is a good player. So there's some good players, decent players on the team. Yanni Gourde, even. So it's not like I dislike any of the players on the team. I'm not even worried that they're going to explode and have the same success that the Vegas Golden Knights had 4 years ago when they came in the league. So it's not even that. It's not even a jealousy yet, because what can you be jealous of? It's been 2 preseason games. But let's be honest, I'd rather the Canucks have won those 2 preseason games 5-3 and 4-0 instead of losing 5-3 and 4-0. Now the 5-3 game, first preseason game for both teams, the first ever game in the Seattle area, technically in Spokane, in front of fans. And I said this last week when Seattle won. I said, it's fine. Good for them. We didn't have a strong lineup, and it was good to get that fan base excited about the team. Then last night, they beat us quite handily 4-0. Although I would agree with Travis Green that the Canucks seemed to play well 5-on-5. It was the special teams that were undoing, giving up 2 shorties. Then of course there was the empty net goal, and then the Canucks could not convert on their power play chances. And admittedly, I didn't watch the game in full detail because it was just on. Actually, the TV monitors weren't even on in the bowling alley. I had to turn them on. Everyone wanted to watch Boston, New York baseball, but I said, no, you go to a different TV. I'm watching the Canucks on this one. So between shots, I was watching the game. Maybe that's why I played so badly. I'll talk about that at the end of the video. But yeah, what I saw was just okay from the Canucks. The sound wasn't on, so I couldn't hear what the commentators were saying. But I know that Puck-Holzen, it sounds like, had a really strong game, including that really nice move that he almost scored on. Dowling was impressive. Not sure if he's going to make the lineup. Rathbone was okay. So, maybe not a lot of positive to come from the game. And granted, Seattle, because it was their last preseason game, they had their lineup was pretty close to what their final lineup's going to look like, especially with Grubauer and net, with most of their top 6 defensemen, I think, if not all, and then a lot of their best forwards. So, yes, Seattle, for the second straight game against the Canucks, have iced a better lineup, but they're allowed to do whatever they want, and you still got to be professional, you still got to win. But the Canucks were missing a lot of their top players, especially up front, in Petey, in Miller, in Garland, in Besser, who's injured, and then on the blue line, no Hughes. But full credit to Seattle for winning. So I don't mind their players. I want there to be a rivalry, a geographic rivalry, a rival for the Vancouver Canucks. Depending on how fast you drive and how the border is, a 2 to 2.5 hour drive just down the I-5. So that's all good. Again, I'm not worried about Seattle becoming the next Vegas and obtaining too much success. In fact, I have Seattle on the outside looking in when all is said and done. I have them at 5th in the playoff race. Maybe I'll put them, swap them with Calgary, because I do have Vegas, Edmonton, and Vancouver as my top 3. I don't know if that's good or bad, but I have Seattle and Calgary battling for that 4th playoff spot. So I don't mind their players. I want a rivalry. Their fans and their media are fine. Like, they should be excited about their team. It's a brand new team, and I'd be excited too. So I'm trying to put my finger on why I don't like them. Their jerseys are fine. They're not ugly. They're not the best thing I've ever seen. I think they've entered in the league well. So I when it comes down to it, I think I'm just annoyed that we've lost to them twice. I know it's preseason, and I know that you don't have your full lineup out there, but I'd much rather win than lose. I guess that's the bottom line, because I can't sit here and say that they're cocky. Like, was Vegas even cocky 4 years ago? Maybe not when they came in, but because there's so much newness around what they were doing. I think they've been a little more subtle than Vegas, actually. But I guess everyone's subtle compared to Vegas. So yeah, I don't mind the franchise. I don't mind the players. I don't mind their uniforms. I don't mind their fans and their media. So maybe the thing I don't like is the fact that we couldn't score against them last night. And maybe the thing I don't like is the fact that we haven't really showed well against them. Now that all can change. We play them twice in the first month. No, just once in the first month. I think our October 23rd game is there. It's their home opener. It's the final game of our 6-game road trip. And that's when it's going to count for keeps. That's when it's going to count more. So maybe I should reserve judgment until until after that game. But for now, I don't hate them, but they're just kind of getting on my nerves already. And the fact that I've gone for about 5 or 6 minutes without really giving a good reason, that's kind of perturbing to me. I can't figure out why, but maybe some of you in the comment section can help me articulate why I'm feeling this. Or maybe you're sharing the same thing, because I put this on Twitter this morning. I got 300 votes already. I said, your thoughts on the Kraken? Love them, like them, dislike them, or hate them? And only, so 41% said dislike them, 28% said hate them. So combined, that's already 69% saying that they have a negative reaction to them. 24% like them, and 7% love them. So again, 41 dislike, 28 hate, 24 like, 7 love. So only 31% have a positive impression of the Kraken, 69% have a negative impression of the Kraken. Actually, a few people wrote and said they'd rather have an option called meh, or I don't really care right now. And that's fair, but I kind of wanted people to kind of make at least a decision, and at least didn't want to give people the easy way out on the Twitter poll. So maybe you can put in the comment section how you feel about the Kraken right now. Do you love them? Do you like them? Do you dislike them? Or do you hate them? And if it's a dislike or a hate, tell me why. Maybe you'll be able to help me express myself a little better, because I knew I was going to talk about this today, because I just don't like losing the expansion team twice in the span of a week and a bit. But admittedly, I'm having trouble putting my finger on it. So I want you, Canucks fans, I want you to help me put my finger on it somehow, because I trust you guys. We got a smart community here, so I trust you. A couple of announcements before I do the shout-outs. Tonight, members only live stream for all 4 member levels, All-Star, Franchise, Hall of Fame, and Hero. I will put that link up in the next hours, sometime, let's say by lunchtime, so you have a good 10 hours to figure it out. But then tomorrow, I will be doing a live stream at 10 p.m. as well, unscheduled one, more impromptu, to talk about Hughes and Pettersson's first game with the Canucks, and that'll be in Edmonton tomorrow night. So 10 p.m. tonight for members, 10 p.m. tomorrow night for everyone. Now, I'll tell you about my bowling game. So I figured out a way better way to explain this to you that's not going to be so confusing. Basically, each team has 3 guys. I'm the lead off because I'm the worst. Then we have Arnold, our second guy. And then we have Jacob, my son, of the perfect game last week. He's our captain. So we play us 3 against another 3. And you match up. Leadoffs play against each other. Middle guys play against each other. Then anchors play against each other. You play 4 games, and every game is worth 2 points. If you win, and then if you win total points, you get an extra 2. So I hope that makes sense. That means me against the other guy, it's a total of 10 points, right? 2, 2, 2, 2, and then total 2. So every game, every guy matchup is 10 points total. So you have 30 points as individuals, and then you can get another 20 points as a team, because at the end of game 1, you add up all 3 of your scores, and you compare yourself to the other teams, all their 3 scores, and that's worth 4 points. So game 1's worth 4, games 2 worth 4, game 3 worth 4, game 4 worth 4, so that's 16. And then total overall is worth another 4, so that makes 20. So you follow me, you can win 50 points in a week. 30 through individual, or 20 through team points. You can look at it the other way too, and then each game is worth 10 points, right? 2, the individuals, and then for the total pins. So if you want to think vertically, game 1 is worth 10, game 2 is worth 10, game 3 is worth 10, game 4 is worth 10, so that's 40. And then totals, right? 2, 2, 2, 4 at the very end. That's also worth 10. Actually, I think I messed that up because there's only 3 of us. So if you want to think vertically, me against the other guys worth 2, then the middle guys against 2, and then the anchors are worth 2, and then total points is worth 4. Yeah, 2, 2, 2, 4 makes 10. So 10, 10, 10 for 4 games, and then another 10 total, 2, 2, 2, 4. So anyways, I think that's a better way. So I'll just use that once as my explanation. Now I just can talk about points. So the first week we won 22 out of 50. So we lost 28-22. Last week we lost 30-20, but this week we won 29-21. So I took 6 out of 10 points from my opponent. Jacob took 6 out of 10 points from his opponent, so that makes 12. Arnold only took 1 point from his opponent, unfortunately, so that makes 13. But we won 3 of the 4 games, so 12 out of 16, so that's 13 plus 12 is 25. And we won total pins by only 5, but we won. So that's why we got 29 out of the 50. And for me, I bowled a 200 to start off, so I won that game. I bowled a 137, which is bad, but I won that game. My opponent didn't have a good game. Then I bowled my worst game in a few years at a 102. I'm not sure what I was thinking. Maybe as I said about the Canucks game. And then I bowled a 160, but I lost that one. So I won the first 2, lost the next 2, but then I won total pins because of my good first game. So that's why I got 6, right? 2, 2 plus 2. I got 6 out of 10. Jacob almost had a perfect game again for the second week in a row. He had 9 straight strikes, but then in the 10th frame, he got 8, and then a spare, and then a strike. So he ended up with like 278 or something like that, which is really good. But unfortunately, it would have been amazing for him to have consecutive weeks of perfect games. So again, we took 29 out of 50, so that means we were just under 500 for the season. So I look forward to another good week next week, and then I'll be able to just simply explain next week how many points that each of us took. But thank you for sitting through that explanation. If you tuned out 4 minutes ago, I don't blame you. But for those of you that enjoy bowling, or at least enjoy my bowling exploits, yes, I took 6 out of 10, and our team took 29 out of 50. That's probably the easiest way to say it going forward. All right, Canucks fans, shout out to my hero members, Nucks fan number 29, Justin Credible, Lucas Gates, and Andrew Chang, and my Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Sim Alexander, Chris Seifert, Adam Brewfield, and Shannon Hollingworth. Thanks for your support as always, and thanks to the support of all members of all levels. You are listed in my video descriptions. If you want to become a member of the CCC crew, press the join button underneath this or in my videos, or on the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. Subscribe if you like to, like this video if you like to, become a member of this channel if you like to, leave a comment down below if you like to. Why do you like or dislike the Kraken? Help me, navigate my own feelings. Members live stream tonight. Everyone live stream tomorrow night. And tomorrow night I'm going to make some big announcements about some contests I'll be running throughout the season. Okay, friends, thanks for watching. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.